What if I told you that the secret to rebuilding muscle after 70 has nothing to do with the gym, weights, or expensive supplements, and takes less time than brewing your morning coffee? Doctors have been studying this for years, and what they found shocked even the skeptics. One simple movement, done for just 2 minutes a day, triggered muscle growth in people over 70 that researchers thought was only possible in the young. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do it, why it works, and the one mistake that stops most people from seeing results. Let's get into it. By the time we hit our 70s, most of us have heard the same tired advice. Eat more protein, walk every day, maybe try light stretching. And while none of that is wrong, it's missing the one piece that actually matters most: muscle activation through resistance. Even in tiny doses. See, after 70, our bodies undergo a process called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength. It's natural, but it's not unstoppable. Studies have shown that even brief bursts of resistance movement can switch on a process called muscle protein synthesis, the body's natural repair and rebuilding system. And the exercise we're talking about today does exactly that, in a way that's safe, low impact, and requires zero equipment. So what is this mystery exercise? It's called the wall sit with arm press. Sounds simple, right? But don't let that fool you. This movement targets your legs, your core, your shoulders, and your back all at the same time. It's a full body activator, and it's gentle enough for joints that may be aching from years of wear and tear. Here's how you do it. Find a sturdy wall. Stand with your back against it, feet shoulder width apart, about 2 feet from the wall. Slowly slide down until your knees are bent at a comfortable angle. Not too deep, just enough to feel your thigh muscles engage. Now, press your palms flat against the wall at shoulder height, and gently push, as if you're trying to push the wall away from you. Hold this position, breathing steadily, for 30 seconds, then rest for 15 seconds. Repeat this 4 times, and that's your 2 minutes. That's it. No equipment, no gym membership, no risk of falling or injury. Just your body, a wall, and 2 minutes of focused effort. Now here's where it gets interesting. Why does this specific exercise work so well for people over 70? The answer lies in something called isometric contraction. Unlike traditional exercises where your muscles shorten and lengthen through a range of motion, isometric exercises involve holding a muscle in a fixed position under tension. And for older adults, this is a game changer. Isometric exercises put less stress on joints and connective tissue, which tend to become more fragile with age, but they still send a powerful signal to your muscles to grow and strengthen. In fact, several studies on aging populations found that isometric training led to measurable increases in muscle strength and size, even in participants well into their 80s and 90s. But here's the part most fitness channels won't tell you. Consistency matters more than intensity. You don't need to push yourself to exhaustion. You don't need to feel sore the next day to know it's working. In fact, soreness can sometimes be a sign you're overdoing it, which is the last thing you want at this stage of life. What you need is daily repetition. 2 minutes every single day builds a habit your body comes to expect. And your body responds to expectation. Muscle adapts to consistent, predictable stimulus far better than to occasional, intense workouts followed by days of rest. Think about it like this. Imagine watering a plant. If you dump a gallon of water on it once a week, the soil can't absorb it all, and much of it runs off, wasted. But if you give that same plant a small amount of water every single day, it absorbs steadily, grows steadily, and thrives. Your muscles after 70 work the same way. Small, steady stimulus, applied daily, is far more effective than sporadic, intense effort. Now let's talk about the mistake that stops most people from seeing results. Because I promised you I'd cover this, and it's crucial. The biggest mistake is holding your breath during the exercise. It sounds minor, but it's not. When you hold your breath during a wall sit, you create unnecessary strain on your blood pressure, which can be risky, especially for older adults who may already be managing cardiovascular concerns. Instead, breathe slowly and deeply throughout the entire 2 minutes. In through your nose for a count of 4, out through your mouth for a count of 4. This steady breathing not only keeps you safe, but it actually enhances the muscle building effect by improving oxygen delivery to your muscles during the contraction. Another common mistake is sliding too low into the wall sit, trying to mimic a deep squat. This isn't a competition. The goal isn't to go as low as possible. The goal is to find the position where you feel your thigh muscles working without any pain in your knees. For some people, that might be a very shallow bend. For others, it might be closer to a 90-degree angle. Listen to your body. There's no universal perfect depth, only the depth that's right for you. Now, you might be wondering, can 2 minutes really make a difference? Let's break down what's happening inside your body during this brief but powerful exercise. When you hold the wall sit position with the arm press, your quadriceps, glutes, deltoids, and core muscles are all under sustained tension. This tension creates microscopic stress on the muscle fibers, similar to the stress created during traditional weightlifting, but without the impact or strain on your joints. Your body responds to this stress by sending repair signals, increasing blood flow to the area, and over time, building new muscle protein to reinforce those fibers. This is the exact same biological process that builds muscle in 20-year-old athletes, just triggered through a gentler, more sustainable method. And here's something else worth mentioning. This exercise doesn't just build muscle, it also improves balance and stability, two things that become increasingly important as we age. By engaging your core and lower body simultaneously, you're training your nervous system to better coordinate movement, which can reduce the risk of falls, one of the leading causes of injury for people over 70. Now, let's talk about how to progress over time, because while 2 minutes a day is a fantastic starting point, your body will adapt, and that's a good thing. Once this exercise starts to feel easy, once you can hold the position comfortably without much effort, it's time to make small adjustments. You can increase the hold time from 30 seconds to 45 seconds. You can slightly deepen the wall sit angle, always within a pain-free range. Or you can add ankle weights for extra resistance during the arm press portion. The key word here is gradual. Never make more than one adjustment at a time, and always give your body at least a week to adapt before increasing the challenge again. Some of you might also be wondering, is this safe if I have arthritis, or if I've had joint replacement surgery? In most cases, yes, this exercise is considered safe for people with these conditions, precisely because it's low impact and doesn't involve sudden movements. However, and this is important, always consult with your doctor or physical therapist before starting any new exercise routine, especially if you have existing health conditions. They know your specific situation, and they can help you modify this exercise if needed to fit your needs perfectly. Let's also address something that often gets overlooked: mental health benefits. Engaging in a daily physical practice, even one as short as 2 minutes, has been shown to improve mood, reduce anxiety, and increase feelings of accomplishment and control over one's health. For many older adults, the psychological barrier to exercise is just as significant as the physical one. The idea of needing to go to a gym, change clothes, drive somewhere, and spend an hour working out can feel overwhelming. But 2 minutes in your own home, requiring no special equipment, removes nearly every barrier. And once you complete it, that small sense of accomplishment can ripple into other areas of your day, encouraging healthier eating choices, better sleep, and increase motivation to stay active in other ways too. So here's your action plan. Starting today, find a sturdy wall in your home. Practice the wall sit with arm press for 2 minutes, remembering to breathe steadily throughout. Do this once a day, ideally at the same time each day, perhaps right after breakfast or before bed, so it becomes part of your routine. Track your progress, not by how sore you feel, but by how the exercise feels over time. Does it feel easier? Are you able to hold the position more comfortably? These are the signs that your muscles are adapting and strengthening. Give this 2 weeks, just 2 weeks of consistent daily practice, and pay attention to how you feel, not just physically, but in your energy levels, your balance, your confidence in your own body. Many people report noticeable improvements in how they feel getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, or simply standing for longer periods without fatigue. Building muscle after 70 isn't about chasing the intensity of your younger years. It's about working with your body, respecting its needs, and giving it the consistent, gentle signals it needs to rebuild and strengthen. 2 minutes a day, that's all it takes to start. Your body has an incredible capacity to adapt and grow stronger at any age when given the right stimulus. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up so more people in your situation can find it. And subscribe for more simple, science-backed strategies to stay strong, mobile, and independent as you age. See you in the next one.